Hey everybody, how's it going? Kuroda, Rob here. How you guys doing? It's been a while since I've done a vlog, and I just wanted to update you guys on some stuff going on and kind of give you an idea of what the near future holds for the channel as well as the long term. There's been quite a bit going on in my personal life, but before I get into that, I want to quickly, before I do anything else, just thank everybody for, first of all, all of your submissions, all the great feedback, and everybody who watched and tuned into the 1000th video. I really, really appreciated that. It was really fun to make. All of you guys, the Kuroda crew, I appreciated all of you guys letting me interview you. I also appreciated everybody who submitted something. So just thank you guys. It was really fun. It was a really cool video to do and premiere on the channel. I also want to thank you guys for the views on a couple of the mother videos that I made for the 30th anniversary. That was great. I got quite a few views on that and some nice feedback on that, particularly the one. So thank you guys. As always, I'm really appreciative of that. And yeah, I have quite a bit to talk about today, so I think I'm just going to start. I made like a little list here. So I want to talk straight up just about my personal life and just a little bit here and how it's kind of going to affect the channel in the near future. And I guess I should start out with saying that I got a new job, which is pretty awesome. In fact, today, the day this is posting and the day I'm recording this, is my very last day at my current job. Now, why does this matter? What does this matter for the channel? Well, there's a few reasons. First of all, the job that I work right now is an afternoon shift. I work afternoon evening shift, really. I work from like 3:15 basically to 11:45. That is coming to an end. I will from now on be working an 8 to 4:30 job, which I got, and I'm also going to have to move. Now, this is something that's been in the works all summer, and it's just kind of finally coming to fruition. So basically, Rachel and I have been working towards this for a while, and in tandem with that, because the job is a little over an hour away, we're actually going to be moving as well. We got confirmation just the other day from a guy that we looked at for our apartment, at like a new apartment that, you know, he basically offered the apartment to us, so we're going to take it, and by mid-month, this next month, we're going to be moving. So, that being said, how does that affect the channel? Well, in several ways. First of all, the current job I'm working now, the majority of work that I've done on this channel, I've done after work, because, long story short, Rachel works a day shift job, I work a night shift job. So oftentimes when I would come home, she'd already be asleep. In fact, pretty much like 90% of nights, though the rare occasion she'll be awake. And that's usually when I'll do my live streams, I'll record my Let's Plays, I'll edit videos like stuff like, you know, the brief history videos, and it's when I used to do my Smash bios and stuff like that, and any other video editing heavy video editing that's required of me, I usually did within that time. It was usually between like around midnight and 2 o'clock in the morning I'd be doing all that stuff. So that's going to be coming to a close. That window of time is going to be over, and in favor of that I will be sleeping, because at least until we move, I've got an hour commute every day to work, so I'm going to want to be asleep during the weekday every day by 11 o'clock p.m. the latest, which is weird for me, so I got to get used to it. But that's just how it is. So, that being said, that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm now not going to do the channel. To the contrary, I plan on still doing and keeping up with as many of my series and stuff that I can. But until I figure that out, things might be a little bit unsteady with the channel for a little bit. And in tandem with that, you know, I should mention, and this is the second part of it, is that I am going back to school very soon. I don't know exactly when my semester starts. I believe it's the end of this month. So we're looking at possibly like 2 weeks at the most. And I'll be doing school. Now I do online classes, so it might not be till honestly like early mid-September until I actually really start getting into the classes, start doing work and stuff. Because usually the first week they make you do like really stupid stuff, like, oh, here's the class rules, here's like, you know, the curriculum, blah blah blah, you know, and it's just really simple stuff. But anyway, I digress. So once that kicks in, along with the fact that I'm going to be commuting for a while, so it's going to be 2 hours of driving on top of a full day. I'm going to be pretty tired, I think, and I'm going to be a little tapped in terms of time, so I might not be able to put out content as regularly as I want to, at least until I kind of figure things out. I really kind of need some time to figure out what this whole new schedule is going to be. And on top of that, Rachel and I are going to be, probably within the next few weeks, going to want to start packing our stuff and starting to move. So there, again, is some time that we're going to have to, basically spend packing our stuff and moving. And of course, for those of you who don't know, Rachel and I do travel. We have no plans to travel for a little bit, but I know, well, aside from maybe possibly going to Canada in a few weeks, there isn't really any major plans to set in stone yet to travel. So all of this, you can see the pattern here. All of this, especially during this next month or so, is going to be pretty hectic for us, with between moving, adjusting to a new job, adjusting to a new schedule, going back to school for me, potentially traveling at least 1 or 2 weekends, and all that stuff. It's going to be pretty crazy for a while, so the content might be a little bit, fair to say, few and far between. It's possible. I'm going to try to prevent that from happening too much, but it is a real possibility. So if you guys see that I upload maybe once, twice in a week, don't be surprised, particularly around mid-September when we move. I wouldn't be surprised. Now, the other thing that is part of this that you guys should probably, well, if you hadn't figured out by now, is going to be affected by this, is the live streams. Now, I do a weekly live stream, which I'm fully intend to still do. Now, there's pros and cons of this for the live streams, basically. Firstly, my new job is not, I don't have Saturdays and Sundays off anymore. I'm going to have Fridays and Saturdays off. Now, you guys may think, well, you usually do your streams on Friday, so that should work out fine. Well, it doesn't really, because as I mentioned to you guys before, we travel quite often, and once we're settled in the new place and settled in the new schedule, we're going to be scheduling time to go to Canada to see your family and going to Jersey to see my family. So that's going to be at least once or twice a month doing that. And that being said, our time to travel is going to be on Friday and Saturday primarily. So it's going to be really hard to have steady streams every Friday and Saturday. Or, excuse me, every Friday, when I'm going to be gone potentially at most every other Friday. So to fix that, and I know for a lot of you guys, especially because a lot of you are younger, for you guys too, you younger guys in high school, or in some cases possibly younger, I don't know, I think mostly high school, but whatever. Anybody who's going to school is going to be going back around the same time I do, and doing those late night live streams on a weekday is just not going to work for me or you. So I was thinking, since I have to work Sunday, I may just move the live streams to Sunday night, but I'm not going to do late night on Sunday because I'm going to want to go to bed and, get up early on Monday morning. So I'm thinking maybe we'll do like a Sunday evening live stream. Maybe I don't have a time set in stone yet, but I'm thinking more like the early evening for maybe a couple hours. And the bonus with that is I will probably stream a lot by myself, but Rachel will also be around, so there's a good chance most of the live streams that I do, Rachel may attend. I'll leave that up to her. I haven't talked to her about it too much yet. But if not every stream, I'm sure a good amount of streams we can do on Sundays, and it'll be fun. I'll still work on the weekly live stream, and Rachel and I will already have had our weekends, so it's not really that bad. I also get out an hour early on Sundays, which is nice, so I could even do it maybe early midday when I get home or something too. So that's always an option. But I'm putting that out there, a window of time between like Sunday, say 4 p.m. to say 10 p.m., somewhere around there is when I may move the live streams. So I'm not sure yet. I haven't worked that out in my head, but I would actually really appreciate if you guys let me know in the comments below or in the Discord if you're there, what you guys think, if a time is good for you on Sunday. I think it's really the best way to go because or possibly a weeknight, Monday through Wednesday might work. A weeknight doing a stream. I think possibly for me it might be more entertaining if I've already had a couple days rest, especially with all the commuting I'm going to be doing, and I can just relax on a Sunday and have a nice stream with you guys, nice chill stream. And also again the bonus add-on of Rachel there, although she could probably do weekdays too. But anyway, I'll leave that up to her. But I want to know what you guys think. Should I do Sunday? And if I do Sunday, but what do you guys think? Like, as far as time goes, should I do at like maybe midday, afternoon, maybe after dinner, like around like 6 or 7, maybe before dinner or something? I'm thinking I'll probably keep it about 2 hours max for the live stream. I don't really want to go far beyond that unless, Rachel and I schedule one of our epic Saturday live streams, which we'll probably occasionally do still when we have a Saturday home or something. But I'll probably stick with the like between hour and 2 hour stream that I usually do on Friday nights, but just move to Sunday. So tell me what you guys think. Would you guys interested in that time? Would the weekdays, would the evenings during the weekdays work better for you? I want to hear from you guys, so please let me know as soon as you can. So that being said, I want to talk about a few of the series that I have here and what you guys can kind of expect. Wind Waker is going to be very easy to do because, first of all, Rachel and I are both very excited about Wind Waker, and we're like, the benefit of this job change is that Rachel and I will now finally be on the same schedule, so it'll be really easy for us to bang out at least 2 episodes of Wind Waker a week, and I wouldn't honestly doubt, with all the extra time we're going to have, if it ends up being more occasionally too. I won't say more than 2 for now, especially with how busy everything's going to be, but if we're excited to play the game, and who knows, maybe we'll get so, swept up in the game that we'll want to just record a bunch of parts, in a row or something. I would honestly say Wind Waker probably has the best bet of being my most consistent series right now. Along in tandem with that, maybe I still would like to finish Super Paper Mario, so maybe we will do that. I actually feel like now I could go back to it and try to beat it at this point because I don't feel burdened by it anymore. So maybe we can give that a shot pretty soon, but you can rest assured I think Wind Waker is going to be pretty consistent for a while, which is nice because, to be honest, I love playing games with Rachel. She's probably the most fun to play with, so it'll be fun. You guys seem to really like the Wind Waker series, so you guys can expect that for sure. Final Fantasy VII will definitely be the other one that I do. That'll be the main one that I continue to do on my own. I think those 2 will be my main focus, especially during this time when I'm so busy that I just, I'm gonna, there's probably gonna be some time where I'm gonna want to sit down and relax, and Final Fantasy VII is a game that I can do that with, so that'll be fine. And it might honestly be easier for me in some ways to record Final Fantasy VII when I'm not dead tired at 1 in the morning, rather than now. So I would actually expect Final Fantasy VII, surprisingly, to be more consistent than it's been, which is a nice little bonus, right? And Tales, I'm also going to make sure we try to do. Dave and I have talked about doing it every Friday that we can, but as I've said now, and I'm pretty sure I've said to him too, that's probably when we will be traveling too. So Tales may not be quite as consistent, but we're going to really try to do Tales as much as we can. I work with Dave at my current job, so what's going to be kind of unfortunate is that Dave and I are going to be on opposite schedules. So it might be a little tougher, but at the same time, I'll actually be closer to Dave because where we're moving is like half the distance it is now for him. So it actually works in favor in a sense because Dave and I are closer. So Dave and I are still working out the kinks on that. But Tales, I'm going to try to at least do once a week if anything, and the occasional stream I'm sure with Tales as well. So I want to make sure those three series stay consistent because, as I've said to you guys a lot, and to you guys who are huge fans of my Let's Plays, that will always be the main focus of my channel. I love doing the Let's Plays, and those are the 3 that I've been consistent with as of lately, and I'm just going to try my best to do that. I'd still like to do something with Walt, but if I don't have time to do it, I just don't. But maybe he can pop in on some streams or guest on some of the episodes of these series at some point too. So we'll see how everything pans out, but I would definitely say that the Let's Plays will be okay, and at the very worst, I'll try to get 1 episode out of each in a week while I'm at my busiest, while we're trying to move, while at the same time me doing school, while at the same time me adjusting to the new schedule, while at the same time me working full time. So, good old adult life, man. You gotta love it, but what are you gonna do? But I will commit at least at my busiest to try to have one episode of each series up if I can a week. So that might be the low point, but I intend to do more videos than that. Other videos upcoming, just so you guys know, that are in the works. It would be nice to get another scripted video out before the end of the summer. I don't know if that's going to happen at this point, but I did start working on a script for it, which I actually intended to be the video for the Mother series 30th anniversary, but I'm going to turn into a brief history of Earthbound and the Mother series. So that'll probably be my next scripted video that I do. I don't know when I'll be able to do that. I honestly wouldn't expect it till maybe October, the earliest, because I'll try, but it's just going to be those videos that require all that production time and all of the effort with writing and the voiceover and editing it and all that stuff. That's just going to be a bit long. Those are in some ways my favorite videos to do, but they are the most time consuming and take a lot out of me, and I'm already stretching myself thin as it is, so I don't want to overdo it. But that'll be the next brief history video you guys can expect. I still want to do that Enix video. I plan to do that. I also have a couple ideas for brief histories, just to name a few very quickly. Brief history of Yoshi games, of Sonic games, of Resident Evil, a couple other ones that I've thought about. We'll see how that goes, but for right now, the next one you guys can expect is the Mother series and Earthbound. I'm also going to hopefully be working on a collaboration with James again, but this time for his channel, Bacon Mob. And we've talked about this before. He's going to write the script for it, and I could edit it, which would really cut down about half my work, which would be nice. He'll probably end up doing the voiceover for that entire video as well, because he's writing it and it's for his channel. But I told him I would help him with the editing process, so you guys can look forward to that too. I won't reveal exactly what the video is yet, but it's about 2 games that James really, really loves, and I'll leave that for him to reveal on his own channel. But that's something else you can kind of look for, and I will certainly announce that on the channel when it's, ready and done. But that's something else you can look forward to. The other thing that I'm going to I am working on, and we've already started filming, is a special project, which is a scripted video that is an actual, like, movie-esque scripted kind of people like the Kuroda crew as actors, in a series. And that's, of course, Harry and the Golden Golf Clubs, which we've actually started filming. We've actually scripted a bunch. Rachel and I intend to do more filming of that before, ideally, hopefully, while we have some summer left and before, like, the weather really starts changing. But that's another thing you guys can hopefully expect soon. I'm really excited about that video. I said in my video for my New Year's resolution video that the one thing I really want to do was a scripted film, and that is we've actually started getting the ball rolling on that. We've got costumes. We filmed a few a few shots and some scenes and everything. We actually have an entire scene filmed and ready to go. I just got to edit it. So we're well on our way on that. I don't know when that's coming. I hope soon. It's possible it might not be till way later, depending on where, when we can get certain people together to film certain scenes. But rest assured, that's going to be an amazing video, and I can't wait for it. Harry and the Golden Golf Clubs. Keep an eye out for it. It's going to be great. The other thing I want to talk about is my secondary project that I've been working on outside the channel. Now, I've spoken with my partner in this, my friend Andrew. He's never been on this channel, but if you guys know, it's my podcast with my buddy Andrew called The Sound of Muzak. Now, for those of you who know me, and you could tell by me wearing my Black Sabbath shirt, I'm a huge music fan. It's my second love, like gaming and music, or I just love both so much. And music fulfills this other need that I have, and The Sound of Muzak, the podcast that Andrew and I have created, is really doing that for me. And I actually, as of yesterday, I posted our 3rd podcast, which is a discography series on a band that Andrew and I both love called King Crimson. I highly recommend checking them out if you're into podcasts and you're into music. Even if you're not into King Crimson, you might find it interesting, and maybe, who knows, maybe discover the band for the first time. I don't know. But yeah, there's that. So due to the fact, that I've got enough on my plate with this channel and everything else, And Andrew also works full-time. He's a teacher. He's going to be very busy very soon as well. We've committed to doing the podcast once a month. So I just want you guys to know that this is still my main focus, and that, but at the same time, I do love doing the podcast with Andrew. And once a month, you guys can expect a podcast from us, as well as a little video here and there from each of us, I think. And a couple of you have mentioned the album reviews. Eventually, those are going to be moved to The Sound of Muzak. I'm going to probably restart that series at some point there, but it's not going to be for a little while. But I just figured I would finally address the album reviews, because it's been well over a year since I've done them, and a lot of people have asked about them. So if anybody has been wondering about the album reviews, check out Sound of Muzak. It'll be in the description below. Subscribe to us. We are a humble little podcast, but we're hoping to make some waves. We're actually doing pretty well so far, so I'm really proud of that stuff. And then as far as other series go, like the Let's Get Real series, it's been on hold a little bit. I just haven't had anything to say lately. I've been so busy doing other videos, between stuff like the 1000th video and the Mother stuff, and the brief history of Metroid video took up my time a lot. And I often have, everybody, I usually have Dave hunting me down to do Tales, which I find doing because I love doing Tales too, and just trying to get Final Fantasy out and all the other stuff I do. It's just one of those that have fallen by the wayside. It's not dead, but it's certainly in a hiatus right now. When I really feel like I have something to say and I have a topic that I want to do, I will do it. Believe me. I just haven't had really anything to say lately, but trust me, I'm sure I will soon. And other stuff like the 20 questions as well. I was delighted to have Steven guest on the last one, and Dave, you still got to do a 20 questions. You better. I really want him on another 20 questions, and then maybe I'll do some other 20 questions with some other repeat guests. I'd like to do one with Kev. Kev, if you watch this, I'd like to do another one with Rachel and Walt and stuff, because it's been a while since I've done some with them. So we'll see how it goes. I'm sure, we'll do one whenever, And I'm also, as far as other discussion videos, I'm sure next time there's a Nintendo Direct, James and I'll take to that, or some other big gaming announcement. We'll do some kind of discussion video either on this channel or on his channel. I don't know yet. I haven't talked to him about it, but I'm just sure that'll happen. So, I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I missed. I don't think so. That being said, guys, as always, I really appreciate you guys sticking with me and you guys supporting everything that I do. And I just hope you guys can be a little patient during this huge transition, this big life change for Rachel and I. It's going to be a lot of work here in the next month or two, especially with all that I said, moving, new schedule, new job, the whole bit. But once we're settled in, I think we're going to be a lot happier, because, to be honest, working opposite schedules really sucks. And we've done it our entire marriage already, which really blows, almost 3 years right now. So we're finally going to be on the same schedule. It's going to make our lives a little easier, and that's kind of the most important thing. And at the end of the day, I do this because I love doing it and it's fun. And if I start feeling overburdened by it, it's going to put me off a little bit, and I'm not really sure I want to, I never want to make this job or this channel a chore or a job. Well, a job's okay if I like it, but I never want to make it a chore and a burden and not feel like I want to do something. I do it for fun. I do it because I'm fulfilled by it. I do it because it really fulfills me creatively. But at the same time, with everything else that I'm doing, I just can't burn myself out too much. There'll be a lull for a little bit possibly, but once I get in a groove, maybe I can start scheduling personally when I'm going to record stuff and then when I'm going to post it. And I could try to have some kind of concrete schedule for you guys. But until I really work out the kinks of how my life is going to go in the next few months, I'm just going to ask for you guys to be patient with me. And I hope you will. So, as of the posting of this, tonight there will be a live stream at the normal time, 12 o'clock. I think it's appropriate that my last live stream at this time, I'm going to do Banjo-Kazooie and hopefully try to beat it. I doubt I'll beat it, but I'll try. And after that, we'll probably shoot for the next Sunday or whenever I can. So, that being said, guys, love you guys. Appreciate it as always. I'll see you guys soon. See you at the live stream tonight. Later, guys. Peace.